Yeah. So land contract or contract for deed, and in Michigan, it's known as a land contract, and actually the practice there is a little more investor friendly than the practice here. Contract for deed is normally done where you negotiate with the homeowner or the owner of the building, whatever you're gonna buy, you negotiate with them and they carry back owner financing, and you have a contract. I'll put 10% down or $5,000 down, I'll pay you these. Usually you set an amortization schedule, so it's usually done similar to what a mortgage would, but it's all negotiable. It doesn't have to be an amortization schedule. You can just pay, say, I'll pay you $500 a month for the next, 4 years, and then you'll deed the property over to me. So contract for deed, as the name implies, usually the assumption there is that the deed, it's not deeded over. At the start of the contract, you have an equitable interest in the property, which gives you the right to, have a contractor do work on the property, get perhaps loans on the property if you'd like. You have an equitable interest in the property. You could sell the property, you could advertise the property, you could rent the property, but you don't have actual interest in the property or actual ownership of the property until that deed is conveyed to you. So
you're dealing specifically with the seller. You're not dealing with a third-party entity as far as financing. So everything is negotiable, even the down payment.
Yes.
It doesn't necessarily have to be any down payment,
Right.
or it could be upwards to whatever you decide with regards to the seller.
yeah, exactly.
So that helps
Yeah.
an investor who may have little to no money, but may have an opportunity with a seller who has clear title
Exactly.
on a property.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
And, a land contract in Michigan, and you can do a contract for deed or a land contract here where you actually do get the deed up front. You can see it's a little bit riskier. People advise which way to do it. And my question is, are you the buyer or the seller? Because there's in your best interest of the buyer, there's in your best interest of the seller.
Absolutely.
Best interest of the buyer is actually get the deed up front. And it would require them now to foreclose on you in order to get that property back.
Okay.
So that's just the reverse. It's just reverse tables. One is in the interest of the seller, holding on to that deed until that contract is fully completed, and then signing over the deed. And the other way is getting the deed up front. That's obviously better for the buyer, for the investor. We pride ourselves in doing everything honest and ethical, so we have no intentions of ever getting foreclosed on. It's just another level of security in the deal, that you actually own that property at that point.